Greetings, everybody. I am the Starving Martian, and today we are looking at the Mario quiz cards published by Atlas Editions. Alright, so back in the early to mid 90s, Mario was quite the educational guy. You had games such as Mario is Missing and Mario's Time Machine, which taught about geography and history, respectively. Those were released not only on the standard Nintendo platform at the time, the Super Nintendo, but also on various computer systems. It seemed that Nintendo really wanted to push this Mario is educational theme. And I imagine they were trying to compete with the likes of Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, a game that I very much enjoyed as a kid. But Mario was not really the best fit for that. Neither one of those games is terribly good. Although Mario is Missing does give Luigi his very first solo game, so there's that. But around the same time, 1995, 1996, this came out, the Mario quiz cards. Perhaps you remember seeing something similar to this as a kid if you're growing up, but just not with Mario. They're these flashcards that ask questions about history, world events, that sort of thing on the front, and then on the back is your answer. And let's take a look at the box. This is side of the box. And we go around. And as you can see, this game was designed when the Super Mario World was the latest thing in the Mario franchise. And on the top of the box, we just get Mario again, Mario quiz cards flying around. And so we just lift the lid, and here's our educational cards. And they're divided into different sections: history, people of the world, land transportation, medicine, meteorology, domestic animals, by air and by sea, science and technology, the universe, beliefs and legends, the story of life, the human body, oceans and seas, wild animals, geography, plants and trees, and arts, sports, and leisure. And on every card, as I said, you get a picture. Brand new artwork from the Mario universe, which is pretty cool. You get your question, and then you turn it over, and here's your answer with a full detailed description and a photograph, a real life picture instead of a Mario picture. So I'm not sure exactly how accurate these things are. They're about a quarter of a century old, so even if they were accurate at the time, they're quite outdated by now. So I wouldn't base any, reports or anything on information gathered from these cards, but they're still kind of cool. I picked this up at a thrift store. I don't know how complete or incomplete the set is. This is one of those sets, and this is what happened. You would buy a starter kind of set. It would come with a box and some cards, and then you would be on a subscription, and every few months they'd send you another pack of cards, and this would continue as long as you kept sending them checks. And then once you canceled your subscription, you didn't get any more cards. So I don't think this is the complete set, but it is the initial starter set with some booster cards. I could tell because some are dated 1995 and others are dated 1996. So whoever originally owned this thing did continue their subscription at least for that first year. So, what are these cards like? Well, like I said, I don't know if I would trust the information. Sometimes they fail as a flashcard. Take this one, for example. It asks, what are the Shakers known for? Your options are building furniture, winemaking, or ice sculpture. Now look at that picture they give you. Gee, I wonder, could it be building furniture, maybe? I don't know. Let's take a look. And it's building furniture. Beautiful. One thing I like about the cards is there's a lot of references in the drawings to the Mario games, not just Super Mario World. For example, in this card here, who ruled the Inca Empire? You see Raccoon Mario, and this Inca sun here. And this is obviously a callback to that one level in the desert world of Super Mario Bros. 3 where you're actually being chased by the sun. That was an angry sun, but still a nice callback. There's others as well. For example, the frog suit gets a few appearances, as does obviously the Super Cape from Super Mario World. There's that shoe that everybody loves that only appeared in one level of Mario 3. I think they brought it back a time or two since just for nostalgia's sake, but I love the idea that Mario goes into a shoe store and actually comes out with that. That's pretty hilarious. And I don't think this one's intentional, but check it out. You actually get to see Mario working as a carpenter for the first time since the original Donkey Kong. Now, one odd thing in these cards, I said they're pretty accurate to the games, but one odd thing is Bowser. Sometimes he's got his standard Mario 3 onward appearance, the Bowser we know and love from the video games, but every once in a while they'll sneak in Bowser from the cartoon series. And they're just really odd having the two of them in the same card set. And I just thought about something here. Let me check. The Bowser I just looked at, the one from the video games, is dated 1996. This one here, the cartoon one, is dated 1995. That just occurred to me. So if I went through them, I bet I would find that all of your cartoon-based Bowsers are 95. All of your game-based Bowsers are from 96. Hey, just solved a mystery right in front of you. So we're not going to go through all these cards. They're not all worth looking at. I mean, in a way they are. They're brand new Mario Brothers artwork. But I'm just going to show you some of my personal favorites. For example, this one here about the Texas Rangers. I just really, really like the image of Mario rounding up these Goombas with a lasso. Interesting thing, I found these next two cards predict Super Mario Sunshine. Mario slippering on that oily substance there and attacking his enemies with a water gun. Amazing. And this card here, I just think is really, really pretty. Really nice. Princess Peaches, the Princess of the Mushroom Kingdom. And there she is with her loyal subjects. I just really like that picture. You know, it's nothing against Luigi, but it's a shame that he's there, you know, messing up the place. Hey, Luigi, get out of there. You're just kind of floating. You're ruining the moment. The Mario cards also reveal some very interesting aspects of the Mario universe you probably never considered. For example, did you know that Mario Brother games are apparently an allegory for the Crusades? I guess the Mushroom Kingdom is Jerusalem or something. I don't know. It's probably not worth spending a lot of time on, but if you ever wondered what Mario's father looked like, there you go. This is why Mario always wears his hat. He's afraid of going bald. And when he does, he doesn't want anybody being like, oh, why are you wearing a hat, Mario? And now he's always worn one. Did you know that Mario is a raging alcoholic? This one's hilarious. He got a Goomba stealing Mario's hooch. And he's hell-bent to retrieve it. That's my moonshine. Toad has always been short, but here we have evidence that he's only a foot tall. I was going to be lenient and assume that was a yardstick, but the size of the ant, no, I'm going to say Toad is only a foot tall. I also learned that Dr. Mario is the worst. Never go to Dr. Mario. I don't know what sort of medicine he's offering Luigi there, but Luigi is having none of it, and I can't say I blame him. No, seriously, Dr. Mario is terrible. First of all, I don't see why you'd have to go to the doctor for a pin in your butt. I actually sat on a pin like that once myself. It was not fun at all, but I was able to extract it. But anyway, if you go to the doctor for a pin in your butt and all he does is laugh at you, yeah, try a new doctor next time. We also learned that Luigi is illiterate. This is quite unfortunate. He's reading his plumbing magazine upside down. Mario apparently didn't realize that his brother was illiterate till this moment. But if Luigi is illiterate, how come he gets so freaked out in this Hitler and World War II book? Maybe it's illustrated. I also learned that Mario is still carrying on with Pauline. I'm pretty sure this is a picture of Princess Peach finding Pauline's little red outfit in Mario's room. And she looks none too pleased about that. Uh-oh, Mario, you're in trouble now. Don't ask me how this works, but Luigi is Russian. I mean, if Mario can be Japanese and Italian and American, then I guess Luigi can be Russian too. Maybe he defected. Or maybe he got replaced by this other Mario brother. Remember how in some of the early Mario games, Luigi is just a color swap of Mario? He's Mario with some green printed on instead of some red. In fact, in Donkey Kong Jr., you actually see two identical Marios moving Donkey Kong's cage around. Maybe that's this guy. Maybe the Mario brothers are actually triplets. Maybe we've been lied to all these years. And lastly, and most unfortunately, we learned that Toad is a cannibal. No, seriously, look at that face. Look at the... I thought this was his chin at first, but no, he's got full puffy cheeks. He's eating these things. He's eating like baby toads. You don't believe me? Well, go back to our picture of Princess Peach. And you'll see that all these mushrooms, all these red and white mushrooms, have little faces. And yet here's Toad happily munching down on them. Toad, you monster. So, those are the Super Mario quiz cards. As I said, I picked these up at a thrift store, so I couldn't tell you where to get them or how much to pay for them. But, you know, if they seem like the sort of thing you'd be interested in, try to track them down. I guess eBay might have some of them. But, you know, unless you get them for a really, really good deal, I don't honestly see them being worth a whole lot of money unless you're a Super Mario collector. But there you have it. So this has been the Starving Martian. Hope you guys enjoyed this interesting look into some aspects of the Mario world that you might not have known. Until next time, keep watching the skies, everyone.